minorities to discrimination. Conservative groups argue that the ruling against her will force artists to do work that is against their faith.
Lori Smith says a state civil law violates her First Amendment, preventing her from placing a disclaimer on her portfolio. America's listening to Fox News.
One horn. I know magic, and judging by the best holiday gifts of 2022 guide you've been perusing, you, not so much. Luckily, Groupon has gifts like helicopter rides and spa days, so you can quit buying soap and use code MAGIC20 for 20% off local experiences. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get my horn waxed.
Bring the holiday magic back to gifting. Shop Groupon experiences. One per customer. Max discount $50 on scope for 122. Exclusions apply. See details on eligible deal pages.
It pays to paint with Lowe's. Pros can earn more faster by signing up for our MVP's Pro Rewards program. Get up to 20% back when you buy more paint. Top paint and stain brands pros trust, such as HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams and Valspar. Visit us in-store or at Lowe's.com today to get started. Based on minimum qualifying annual spend, Lowe's e-gift card must be claimed by valid through 12/31. Additional exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. See Lowe's.com/L/pro loyalty terms for details.
Peloton's best offer of the season is here. Get up to $600 off Peloton Bike, Bike Plus, or Tread packages. Choose the package that's right for you with accessories like our cycling shoes, a heart rate band, non-slip grip dumbbells, and more. If you've been looking for a sign to join Peloton, this offer gives you everything you need to get going. This limited time offer ends December 6th. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more. All access membership separate. Offer ends December 6, 2022. Excludes Bike, Bike Plus, and Tread Basics. See additional terms at onepeloton.com.
The holidays happen here at Lowe's during Winterfest. Looking for gifts? And maybe even a few for yourself? We've got you covered. Find top brands such as Bosch. Selection of dishwashers, refrigerators, and other appliances. You'll also discover smart home products, including doorbells and other security devices from Ring, along with smart thermostats and much more. The holidays happen here at Lowe's.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, on Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Wait, it's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yup, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. Negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease, and certain hereditary or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Controversy in South Lake tonight after teens posted a racist video.
It was a wealthy, idyllic town, forced to confront racism.
My children were told Rosa Parks is dead. You all have to sit in the back of the bus.
But when the school board presented its plan, this small-town fight ignited a national firestorm.
Critical racism in reverse is racism.
Of rampant racism.
This is all episodes available now on TuneIn.
Today's top hits bring your day top energy.
Radio that makes you think. This is the Brian Kilmeade Show.
The FBI had come to Twitter and told them in their weekly meetings before the 2020 election to look out for a hacked materials, a hack and leak operation that they believed was going to come in October. So, of course, when Twitter saw our story in October about what did they use? Their new hacked materials policy that they had been coerced or encouraged, lobbied to modify by the FBI during those weekly meetings.
That was Miranda Devine on The Next Revolution with Steve Hilton. discussing, as you heard, the meeting with Twitter about censoring material that they falsely portrayed it as hacked material, that it was Russian. The FBI knew that was not true. And we know that if Twitter posts something, even if it's hacked, they didn't hack it, they can post it, because all of those things that were posted on the New York Times, Washington Post, everything else during the Trump administration, there was every single week. So the FBI being involved in that, the name James Baker keeps coming up. I wanted to add this also out there. The Arizona Secretary of State, Katie Hobbs, also, there are emails from the official AZSOS, Arizona Secretary of State.gov account to Twitter, and Katie Hobbs, who's running for governor at the same time, is in regular communication with Twitter, asking them to censor tweets. And today is the day that they are actually certifying the election. Kari Lake can't sue until after the certification, because of state law, the way it works there, until the election's been certified. But this has got to add smoke to the fire for her. Katie Hobbs, Secretary of State of Arizona, in regular communication with Twitter, telling them who to censor. That is a violation. The government cannot censor free speech. And if they go to somebody else and tell them, to a private entity, to tell them to censor it, it's still a violation of your First Amendment rights. So this is a big deal of all of this. Ranking member James Comer last night saying that every Twitter employee who was involved in censoring the Hunter laptop story will testify before Congress. Maybe, and I hope they do, but I don't know if that's going to change anything. I don't know if they'll ever be punished. I don't think that things will change as far as the support for the right. I don't think that is going to change unless someone is held accountable. 866-408-7669 is my number. Let's head to Arizona. Jesse, you are on the Brian Kilmeade Show. Hi.
Hey, Mary. Thanks for taking my call. I just wanted to point something out. I think we can all agree that political use the media to mold the narrative, right, in their favor. But about, the government using a private entity to censor speech, I think is misguided, because at the time, Joe Biden was a private citizen. There's only one person who represented the government at the time, and that was the Trump. That is the example of the government using a private entity to filter speech.
So you're saying it was the Trump White House that said that sent FBI weekly to squash the Hunter Biden story?
No, what I'm saying is, if the argument is that it's a violation of your First Amendment right to have the government censor speech through a private platform,
yes,
the only person guilty of that, the only people guilty of that, is they were the government at the time. Biden was a private citizen.
But we don't, first of all, Biden may have been a private citizen at the time, however, the DNC is not. So the DNC was in touch with Twitter. We know that the Biden campaign, I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, so many people were involved, but I'm pretty sure we know that the Biden campaign was in touch with Twitter as well to censor certain stories. The DNC is not a private citizen. So there's that. You can't say that Trump was involved in this, because Trump, let's face it, the FBI under Trump was spying on him illegally. So to say that Trump is, this is Trump's, FBI, it wasn't. It was not the left's FBI, because they, as I said, spying on the president illegally. So that whole it's Trump's FBI argument really falls apart, because They had nothing to do with him. They were sabotaging him. Let's go to Bill on Long Island on WRCN. Kilmeade Show. Hi.
Hi, take my call.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up a point what that last call said was, it doesn't make any sense. Like you said, Mary, you brought out good points, is that the FBI was being used against Trump, and the DNC used its influence with Twitter, and not just Twitter, Mary, with Facebook and other social groups, and not just those social groups. They also had ties to newspapers, New York Times and other, far left, newspaper groups. So, it's pretty funny. The reason why I called was, Joe Biden openly admitted, and I've seen it on Fox plenty of times, openly admitted shutting down Ukraine and saying, using his influence to say, if you don't give me, if you don't fire them, we're not going to give you funding for, aid.
Yep. Quid pro, what is Hannity call it? Quid pro Joe?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So,
but here's the
thing. A lot of these people don't realize, besides that, they broke U.S. codes, and nothing is being done. The U.S. Attorney's Office is not even, prosecuting its own laws on the books.
Right, because they hurt them, and this is where the Justice Department has been weaponized. And that has to be addressed, and that has to be dealt with. But here's the thing. I just don't think the Republicans are going to do anything. I don't think they're going to get anything done. They're not fighters. A lot of them, some of them are now. Some of them have become fighters. But for the most part, they are not fighters. They're very happy to go along to get along and keep their jobs and keep getting reelected and keep the money flowing. And because of that, these things, they keep getting away with it. And I think that's what makes them so brazen. I mean, do you honestly think that Kevin McCarthy is going to do anything? Anyone with this?
Mary, nothing ever happened under the Ryan Republican when we owned the House and the Senate back then. They never did anything against Hillary. So, what makes, like you said, what makes you think that it is going to be done against Hunter or Trump?
Yeah. And that's the part of this that's just so maddening and so egregious. And you mentioned, thank you so much, Bill. Have a great day. Bill mentioned Facebook and others that are also suppressing stuff. I have a group on Facebook, and I'm constantly getting notices that my group rating's like -10 because so many people are posting false information, and I, as a moderator, I should take it down. And I look at what they're true, or that asserts something, but you can't post that because it asserts something bad against. And so you can't post these things, and they're clearly not afraid, not taking any kind of precautions in light of what happened with Twitter, in light of this Twitter dump, because I guess they just think that it's never going to happen to them. Nothing is going to happen. They're so emboldened. It's just absolutely maddening. Kevin McCarthy, I'm going to go to cut 10. This is Kevin McCarthy on Sunday Morning Futures talking about, this need to investigate. Now, like I said, I don't know if he's ever going to do it. I don't trust.
What Elon Musk has been able to do, now we know why the White House wanted to fight so strongly against. What he's done is put out the truth. Now Facebook and Google, these now have become arms of the Democratic Party, arms of the Biden administration, but they also used the intel community as well. Should those people keep their clearances? Should those people still be allowed to have information? If they're going to be political individuals, then no, they should not. And this is just the tip of the iceberg of what we need to investigate.
And I agree with him, but the problem is there's a lot of people have their security clearances, but do. Now, Kevin McCarthy has talked about, stripping Eric Swalwell of his security clearance, and Ilhan Omar, and I forget who the other one was, but Schiff should be stripped of his security clearance. Adam, the intel committee. I've seen the what did he call it? Irrefutable proof or something of collusion with Donald Trump and Putin. And it's going to come out. There was no collusion. There was no proof. But Adam Schiff got out there day after day after day and lied. Now, I understand if you're a politician, lying is what you do. But I think when you take the lies to a point where you're lying about the president involved with a foreign government and colluding, and you use that word with and you have no proof of that, I just think that that's a different level. And the Democrats would do it. So we should do it. I'm a big fan of giving the Democrats the same type of government they give us, right? I'm a big fan of just saying, okay, Democrats do this, they strip committees and everything else, we should do the same thing. And I know people don't like that tit for tat, but maybe that's what you have to do. Somebody's got to be punished somewhere along the line. All right, more of your calls coming up, 866-408-7669. I'm Mary Walter, and you're listening to The Brian Kilmeade Show.
Giving you everything you need to know. You're with Brian Kilmeade.
When it comes to the day's news, you can't miss a single headline. That's why at TuneIn, we bring all your trusted sources into one app. That means no matter where you get your news, it's always at your fingertips on the TuneIn platform. So while you're going about your day, you'll get all the headlines.
They call it extreme fire danger. That covers
all the expert analysis.
It's time for us to start focusing on what we
and all the opinions you trust. Podcasts, news podcasts, and so much more. Hear it all here on TuneIn.
Your favorite. Like close friends. They get you through long commutes, tough workouts, and more. And TuneIn right on deck. Whether you love cracking mysteries with true crime pods or catching up on news and sports with daily recap shows, it's all here. Or find some new faves with top shows like The Daily.
This is The Daily today, and called Chuck a loser. Now he's striking
the stuff you should know.
I'm good. I'm thrilled about this one, man. I love like mysteries, especially like real life mysteries and true crime. Although this isn't. And to run across one that's like
Pod Save America.
Welcome to Pod Save America. I'm John Favreau.
I'm Melissa Mastromonaco.
I'm John Lovett. I'm Dan Pfeiffer. Also joining us here tonight, Michigan State Senator Mallory McMorrow.
And more. Hear it here on TuneIn.
The podcasts you love are all here on TuneIn. Now we're here with a little pro tip. You can download episodes right to your phone, whether you want to stream the latest episodes at the beach with no service.
Start Megan. Talking about the elephant in the room, so to speak.
Okay.
Everything that has happened in the last week.
Or you want to binge a whole show on your next long flight.
I think our moment is volatile, but I do have to say that the recent statement by Blinken, it doesn't come as a surprise. It doesn't really mark a moment.
TuneIn's podcast download feature. Episodes right to your phone. No connection required. Just head to any podcast page, then tap those three little dots next to the episode title and hit download. Those episodes can now be played without an internet connection. Plus, you can find them all right on your TuneIn profile page. With TuneIn, you'll even in airplane mode.
The Fresno EOC African American Coalition is here to connect everyone with trusted and timely resources. And right now, they're offering no vaccination and testing at the downtown Fresno clinic on 1025 Bolton Street. Walk-ins are available as well throughout the community by request. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for more resources and up-to-date events. And for more information or to book your appointment, dial pound 250 on your cell. Keep 3-4-ME. That's pound 250 3-4-ME. You have the option to receive an auto-dial text.
BetOnline.net is your #1 source for sports betting info, stats, news, and analysis. Get all the latest odds and trends for every professional and amateur player. From football to basketball to soccer and esports, we've got it all at BetOnline.net. And if you love sports podcasts, you can find those at BetOnline as well. We're always the fastest and easiest way to get your betting fix. Head to the website today or use your mobile device to learn more. BetOnline, where the game starts.
For years, Murphy Bank has celebrated local companies. Now, we would like to turn the spotlight on our success. Since 1984, Berkeley Bank has been a part of the local business community and has supported many charitable organizations while maintaining a reputation as one of California's